Oh, you guys are all here. Okay. Firstly, my name is Sampda Vaze. I work together with Shubhashi Shane Arthur Anderson, which is how I know him. Before I think he started this institute, even. So, I can see all your names here. So, how long has it been? How long have you guys been at the institute? It's been what, the second half of your course, or how is it?
It's been 8 months, 9 months actually.
All
Yeah,
right.
now 9 months, so pretty much winding up with everything.
All right. And how's it going? You all came back from some getaway picnic. What was it?
Yeah, so we went to Rishikesh. It was a 3 days trip. So
Hmm.
it went pretty well. Did a lot of adventure, hiking, rafting, good times with all of them.
Okay. So Shubhashi's told me that all you guys are extremely talkative and you all talk a lot. Now, if only one person is going to talk, it's going to be. I asked him. I said, "How is it going to be? There are five of them," and he's like, "No, no, don't worry. This group is very verbose. They talk a lot. So you all like have to live up to what he's saying. I can't be saying, okay, this one says something." So, one of the things I wondered because when I was in business school, it was really, I think, staying away from home was the biggest challenge, and for a lot of people it was the first time we were staying away from home. So and you don't treat like normally you're in paying guest or whatever, you're slumming it, you don't have so much of money and things like that. So how is it in Gurgaon? Like there's a little bit of I don't know, are all of y'all from North India, or where are y'all from?
So basically, we have a bunch of students who already have been living afar from the house for a very long time. For example, like I've been out of my house since I was in fourth. So I've been
Oh,
into a I was in a boarding school in Himachal. Thereafter, I came to Delhi for graduation. I'm here, and I'm basically from Jammu and Kashmir. So for
okay.
me, it's like I'm pretty used to staying away and doing everything my way. So I love it,
and
honestly.
and the rest of y'all, like, are y'all in PGs or hostels, or how is it?
So
Hi.
Hi.
So I'm from Kanpur, and this is my first time out of my home. So I'm staying in PG, and my roommate is also here, Nikita. So
Hmm.
we both share a room. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Is it your reason for coming here was obviously GRMI, right? So,
Yeah.
was it difficult to, like, how did you guys decide you wanted to firstly pursue what you're pursuing at GRMI? And was it your decision? Did your parents kind of, help you finalize it? And how did the whole thing
The
happen?
decision was totally mine because
Mm-hmm.
I was preparing for CAT MBA exam.
Mm-hmm.
So I was preparing for it about for 2 years. Uh, it did not work out for me. Like I did not get the percentile that I wanted, so I couldn't target the colleges I wanted. So I did not wanted to go for a tier two or a tier three college. So that's why I started looking for other options. So
Mm-hmm.
the 1 year thing really attracted me, and uh, it's quite good as compared to other. I won't say comparison because it's an MBA and this is a specific field course. So yeah, that is
And
how.
all right, and then and what about the rest of y'all? Are y'all also straight out of college, or did y'all work, or?
uh, so for me, I've been out of my hometown for about 6 years now.
Hmm.
I've done my college from Noida. I've stayed in Noida for about 4 5 years. Uh, Prior to this, I was working with a banking sector company, which is an MNC, which is Barclays. So after leaving that job, like when I was working there, I discovered GRMI.
Hmm.
I found out to be a very good place to learn a lot more about risk because it's a very niche domain and not I would not say not many institute. I would say no institute actually teaches about risk management in India. So this was the only choice. And after I connected with few of the alumni, I was very clear in my mind that yeah, this is the place I need to go, and this will be a win-win situation for me. If I look 20 years down the line, I will get a lot of things, I'll learn a lot of things just by pursuing this 1 year course. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm here, and I'm very positive about it that the career growth is going to be very smooth after this, and I'm sure everyone else in this call feels the same.
Is that what's been decided? Because he told me you all divided up who's going to answer which questions. So is that
No,
what's
no,
been
no,
decided?
no, nothing is divided. It's just
No.
randomly.
It's
whoever
very
gets
spontaneous.
All right, all right. I also interacted with some of your alumni as part of this series, and they're just a couple of years out of the institute, and they all had really fond memories of the institute. They all had favorite faculty. I believe you have a lot of faculty from the industry. Is that correct?
Yes, we have a
Yeah,
lot of
you all do.
yeah.
So what's your favorite part? I mean, apart from we'll come to your getaways and picnics and stuff like that, which I never had. I think y'all are being really pampered by getting any time off. We had no time off at all. But what's your favorite part of the whole curriculum? Is it interaction with um, the people from the industry, or which part is your favorite?
So I would say learning directly from the industry experts is one of the most intriguing things out here, because I don't think many universities or institutes offer that thing. Okay, they might get one or two speakers in 1 year, but here actually every faculty is a person who is already working with top MNCs and consulting. So the knowledge they impart, the experiences they share, that becomes a very crucial thing, and you learn a lot from the stories they tell you, from the experience they share. So I think that's one of the best thing.
Okay, nice.
And if I had to answer the same question, I would say, I love the thrill of having those exams in a month and then having that break, that feeling where you've just finished your exams and, you're then just off to normal studying, going out with your friends and all. So, our curriculum, it's very, you can call it hectic, but at the same time, it's relaxed. So, how it goes is that we have these set of exams almost every month, but for 15 days it's very hectic, and then for the rest of the time, so I mean, I like this kind of atmosphere where you just have to, study, and then you're very relaxed and you can do your own thing.
How is that working? Like you said you have exams every month. So I mean, why do you think it's been structured like that? And how is it helping you guys? I mean, obviously it's on your toes, but
See, I think, this is our year, this is our stage where we have to learn the most, right? We cannot be, learning how to work hard or do any stuff later on. So this is our starting years of our career. And I think, like, how I would take it, I don't know how anybody else would, that, the most hard work and the most grill that we put during this time is going to pay off later. So I mean, it really, like, it works well for us. We're young students. I mean, even getting to sleep for 6 to 7 hours is, I think, more than enough for us. So I mean, I like it. I love that we have to, like, a lot of times we have to get up in the morning, have our classes, and then we might have exams on the same day. But I think it will only help us in the future. Nothing more.
And
Alright.
also, to add to it, I would like to say that I totally agree with Yash that we are having faculties who are from the industry, and specifically what Tripti was trying to say is that they just want to give us the exposure what corporate is like. So there's no free lunches in corporate. There's already a hell lot of work what we have to do. I have been experiencing corporate since 3 years. I have a 3 year experience of corporate. Prior to this, I was working with Dabur India Limited, and I know how hectic life is, because there, certainly after this, when we, step into corporates, there's always, a pressure of targets, a pressure of, client management. So all this, GRMI has included it in curriculum that it should be meld up in such a way that a person is always it'll not be intimidating coming to corporate for the first time. So this
Because
is more of I think what the strategy is.
yeah, I think that's great, because if you're already interacting with industry people, you're probably comfortable with them, right? So tell me about this getaway that you guys went for, which Subhashi said you all had a great time and you all are fully refreshed. Tell me about that. Where did you all go first of all?
So it was Rishikesh. So I will just introduce that I am basically from Delhi. So Rishikesh is like a weekend hideaway for every Delhiite. So I
Huh.
have been to Rishikesh, I think approximately half of my life.
Hmm.
So every year I think once or twice is the opportunity where I get. But
Huh.
when we went this time, it was really amazing. It gave me a fresh outlook towards not entirely the place but also towards life. We were so refreshed because prior to this we had all exams every day. We were having exams, and then we there was a little break, and then we visited this, and we were all out. We were partying hard. We were I remember having discussion with Subhashish sir on the poolside, discussing about life, discussing about work, knowing more about GRMI, which we didn't knew that GRMI has other arms of business as well, and how they are working. I think this was a really refreshing experience, bonding with new friends. So also, I would like to mention that we were not living with our friends. We were living with randomly jumbled teammates and classmates. So
Really, like how? Like in the sense whom you all stay with, it was just a mixed up. Was
yeah,
that deliberate? Was that deliberate?
yeah,
So that.
100%. It was to
it was it
bond
was.
us.
And
Okay.
Tripti would have more reasons to
Because you
discuss
won't
with.
believe, so the first time he just like we were told that he'll not be staying with the ones that you choose, and then
Huh.
I was like, no, that's not possible.
Huh.
We haven't come here for that. It's a trip. We can do whatever we want, and he's like, relax, Tripti, relax. So
Huh.
because I'm a little, like, what do you say? I get very, what do
It's
you
difficult with new people, but that's pretty much life and the corporate world. You all are not going to be able to choose your colleagues, whether you like them or don't like
That's
them.
exactly what I was told. So
Huh.
I was like, okay, and during this trip, like I don't do rafting and like those activities a lot.
Hmm.
But we went with our friends and other people, and everybody gives you a push that how are you ever going to try new stuff, and how are you ever going to. So maybe if I would have gone with my family, I would have just been like, dude, I just don't want to do it. I'm going home. Like I'm going back to the hotel or doing my thing. But here, all your friends, they push you that no, you have to. It's the fun. Like when we know, how they say that we're never going to meet again. We might not have a trip ever again. So you do this, you do that. So that's how I think these trips, they get the best of us somehow. So that was it.
Yeah, it's also memories. When you look back on it, like maybe many years later, you all will be like, oh my God, remember we did this, we did that, we did this, we did that, and look at us. And do you remember you whatever? I don't know if one of you fell in the water or what
Yeah,
happened.
exactly.
You
That's
know,
it.
stuff like that. So, like, are you all still off the pressure from placements? Is that still a little far away? Like, how you all handling it?
It's just coming to us.
Coming to.
Yeah, so we
Not
have
that fun.
about 3-4 months left for that.
Oh,
So yeah, it is coming to us. We have started to talk about it more seriously than we used to. We used to hear about our previous patches, but now it has come to us. So yeah, it is definitely there. The pressure is coming.
it is. And what's your favorite part at the institute? Like, do you guys have a canteen, or like where do you all hang out, or when you all have time off? Like, how's your day like? Actually, tell me, what is your day like? A typical day for you, like when your classes start and things like that.
So I would answer that. So for me, I stay with my family. I stay with my extended family, and I stay about 45 minutes away from the campus. So if I have a class at 10, which we generally have, so I need to leave home by 9 because I get insane traffic at that time. So I leave at 9. I'm here by 9:45, 50-ish. Attend class, have a 15-minute break, attend another class, have a lunch break, again class, and this goes on up until 6 or maybe 6:30. So that's a typical day. But then there are days when you'll feel like nothing is actually happening. It's like we get free for 2 or 3 days where suppose today we do not have a class, tomorrow we have a 2 hour class, and then all of a sudden on the third day 8 hour class. So that's how unpredictable it is. But it's actually a lot of fun because as Tripti said, Sarthak said, there is no right time in the corporate also. You are not knowing of the fact that there is a deadline, or maybe you never know that today you are going to finish work at 5 or maybe 6. So it is going to be intense, and that's how actually it is out here, and it's fun also.
All right. Nikita, yeah, sorry.
Just to add on to this, for more fun or anything, we just hang out here. We have this one floor which is dedicated to just playing table tennis or foosball, or just sitting around. And we have those table chairs where you can just sit and gossip, have lunch. And that's pretty much the area that where we go and chill. We have a coffee machine that all of us forcefully bought to the institute because we were like, we needed one, and then we fought for a whole 6 months. And now when we're almost going to go home, we're like, we're leaving. It's finally come, but yeah, so
Make sure you put a plate there, donated by class of
class of 2024.
So that coffee machine is an unsung story which was initiated by Tripti actually. So Tripti was the first person.
I'm saying if y'all have bought it, make sure the next 10 years you remember who bought it, which batch. So how did that happen, and how did you manage to pressurize them into getting a coffee machine?
I don't know. So basically, we just had this idea that where's the coffee machine? And then like, it's not here. You go down, you buy your own. We're like, no, that's not going to happen. So we started putting up emails like to Jayant sir, to Shubhashi sir. We started asking them in emails that, sir, this is how it has to be. And then there was no response. And then when we started meeting them in person, we used to have these meetings with Puneet sir, Jen sir, and everybody. And there we would be like, sir, I think we've put an email. You should check. He's like, yeah, we'll check. You know how it goes, just in corporate, very typical everybody. And then we would get together, and we would, during any event, for example, we had Shubhashi sir's class. When the class finishes, he's like, okay, so come on, let's tell me, are you facing any problems? Or I'm like, coffee machine, sir, coffee machine. Like every day we would do that, and somehow it's here.
It's there. Very good. I was telling you, I spoke to a previous alum also from your institute, right? So apart from the curriculum, you guys have a lot of extracurriculars. Like I think you all have mock, I don't know if you call it mock interviews or things like that. Before the placement, right? So what is the other stuff you have apart from your book studies? Obviously industry interaction. What else do you all do?
We have a lot of clubs. For example, we have the placement club, the alumni club, the CSR club, and they're very well functional. Like they're not just names. We have the placement cell, which works, I think, like throughout the year, because they have to, make sure the CVs of the previous batch is all there. I think Sarthak would be able to explain better because he's the member. And then we have someone from CSR club also, and we have someone from alumni also.
Okay. So who's from CSR, who's from alumni, and who's from placement?
I'm from CSR. Sarthak is from placement.
Okay.
And all of them are from alum club. All three.
Okay. So I know CSR and placement, and what does the alum club do? Interacting with previous
Yes.
alum?
I would like to start it with the placement sales role. Actually, we are responsible for all the corporate communications.
Hmm.
So we coordinate between the employers.
Hmm.
We have a fixed employers list, and we
Hmm.
also have additional employers list, which keep on rotation as per the requirement of the companies. So, Subhashish sir has a connect with almost all the corporates. Since he was been working as a partner, then MD in
Hmm.
the industry for so many long years. So he knows the who's and who's of the consulting business. And through them, we get the lead and references. So we have a existing database, and we used to, connect every batches. It's almost twice a year. For batch 14, we have just completed the internship process, and all of them have been, joined as an intern, and now they would be hopefully converting that into a PPO. So
Okay.
we are awaiting for the PPOs right now.
Okay.
They are on the internship, and then further we have also created a pipeline for batch 15.
Hmm.
The regular recruiters that would be rolling out from the day zero of our placement. So this is around the corner with what we have done in placement cell so far, and we have other plans as well. We are also adding on more stuff, more data towards our placement brochure. We are working with Subhashish sir directly. So there's I think I can say that placement cell holds a lot of exposure as compared to other cells or other clubs. I'm so sorry to be pompous about it, but yes, I do
No,
believe that.
I'm very impressed. Y'all are sounding very formal and very very well planned. So go for it. Go for it.
So I think CSR would be taken up by Yash.
No, I haven't heard much from Nikita. So, are you a part of the alum club? You are. So, is your voice muted by any chance? It is. No, I think I can't hear you. Okay, all right. Tell me about. I guess you figured out your microphone. Tell me about the CSR club till then.
Okay, so starting with exposure part,
Hmm.
I would say not only placement has a lot of exposure, actually CSR also has a lot of exposure because we are going out to NGOs, we are collaborating with agencies, and we are making sure that we are making changes. Sarthak.
Bringing the
Well,
food.
also don't forget that all big corporates have a CSR,
Yeah.
responsibility. So
So
that is really huge. So that is an inroad into every corporate that there is,
We
right?
have learned that in subjects as well, that it's a part of strategic management, CSR. I know I've been with Yash. I got an opportunity. I was lucky enough to get an opportunity to work with Mr. Yash. I have visited one of the this organization.
Mr. Yash or Yash sir?
He is Mr. Yash Nagach. So we can't, just be wrong with the pronunciation of that because he is from Barclays.
All right. All right. Nikita's gone somewhere. I don't know where she is. You guys have prepared a whole bunch of things that you'd like to talk about GRMI, right? Now, imagine, now I know this is going to go up on your YouTube channel, and he would like people who are looking at GRMI as an option to kind of look at this. So, what would you say? What would you want to say to someone who's contemplating GRMI as an option or as for the future studies? What would you tell them from your personal experience, very personal?
So I would like to answer that. See, if we talk about GRMI's curriculum, previously from batch, if we talk about batch 3 to batch 7, it was totally different. It was totally different, and it had many things were not
So
already
sorry,
included.
just to interrupt you. So what batch are you guys?
Batch
Like
15. Batch 15.
1-5.
Yeah, so we are batch of July 2024, which is
Okay.
the 15th batch of GRMI.
Okay.
So, in the previous batches, I think the curriculum was not that extensive.
Hmm.
As things have also evolved in the field of risk management.
Mm-hmm.
So many more subjects like TPRM, like ESG has come up. So these are the new right now the things which are been working in the corporate. Even you know the day after we were talking about the ESG part, that since I already had an experience into Dabur, so people also there are talking about ESG, which is the new thing. Even the
What
CEO.
is ESG? Tell me. I'm not conversant with your industry
So
slang.
sorry about it. So it's economic social governance.
Okay.
So now the companies are also being very conscious about how the environment will be
Impacted.
impacted, and they need sustainable resources. Since the business is taking resources from the society, so at the end of the day, it's their morally responsibility to give it
Correct.
back to the society, so
Right.
that it can be useful for the future generations as well.
Hmm.
So now many countries, the UN, they have started focusing on this, and in many phases, it's been a governance, a compliance. So it's also been a compulsion since 2022. So people are, corporates are working towards that. So I've been seeing on LinkedIn a lot of discussions, a lot of noises around ESG. So, learning this in our curriculum, we were also fortunate enough to include this in our risk management curriculum in batch 15. So, yes, it was the curriculum is been evolving, and I think for future students also it would be evolving. Subhashish sir is, I think, constantly working with the faculties, and well, I would like to give it to Subhashish sir also that our faculties are phenomenal. So I think they are the industry people. They are really working towards it. So hence, I think the curriculum has evolved. One of the biggest reason is of the evolvement of the curriculum is that we are working with the industry experts.
Okay. Whoever answers next, I want you to make it even simpler. Like, assume somebody who does not know much about, credit risk management, right? How would they possibly chance upon this? Because because a lot of people assume, oh yeah, it's got to do with banking. Oh yeah, it's got to do with finance. So is it largely to do with that? Like, explain
No,
in very simple terms.
that's not how it works. Initially, they teach you a subject in which they gives you the knowledge about the business, how different business work, different sector operates, and everything. And then sector-wise, every faculty takes you through the risks that are there every sector, every industry, and that's how they teach you like what we are going to do and how we are going to deal with certain situations. What are the upcoming risk in particular industry, and that's how it goes on. It's nothing like they don't jump directly into anything, they take it step by step.
Okay, so you're telling me that basically you get awareness of all the sectors, and then you learn how to apply your particular skill in those sectors. Is that how it is? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
And are all of y'all from a technical background, or are y'all from different backgrounds? Tell me your backgrounds before this. I know that the two of you worked, right?
Ma'am,
Everyone
Yeah.
here is from a commerce background, if I'm not wrong. All five of us are from commerce background.
but we have students who are from agriculture, who are from hospitality. Yes, I have a friend who's done BSc in food and nutrition. Then we have students who've done engineering. So we have all. So this is one course where all sorts of backgrounds work. Like you don't just have to when we say that somebody wants to do medical, then you need to have that medical background. That's how it goes. But here, students from all backgrounds can get their knowledge, and everybody benefits from everybody. Because when we talk about risk and other things, we talk about all sectors. Let's say pharmaceutical, hospitality. and FMCG. So there, these students who have done hospitality and other things, they come up now. Like for example, I know accounts. Like I'm a commerce student, so I help my fellow mates who've done science and who've not studied accounts. So I think it's a very holistic uh, group where we have students from all sorts of the education areas from different parts of the country. And like just now when we'd gone to Rishikesh, we had these students who'd never been there, because we have people from south
Yeah.
coming to north for the first time. So they absolutely loved it. Like for the North Indians, we were like, yeah, why are we going to Rishikesh? We've been there, like everybody crimps that way. But when we went there, these people were going for the first time. So their view about, visiting these places and all was very different from what ours was. So,
And adding to that, before starting with the main course, they make sure that all the students are on the same page. We have a bridge program for 1 month in which they teach economics, accounts, and finance, so that students from non-commerce background can have an idea of what this is all about, and therefore they make sure that before starting, we are all on the same page and we have a basic idea what a business is and how we are going to deal with stuff.
Oh, that's really nice. A bridge program where y'all are up to speed and more or less on the same sort of level of. That's nice.
Yes. Because many of us have work excess, and so we have lost touch with the studies of a period of time. So it's better to brush up the skills as well.
Sure.
but, apart from studies, like we do connect with our faculties and everybody in and around the campus. But we have a lot of frequent visits to this one BYOB. It's called Reset here. And the whole bunch, like we just love it. Like we just have one message in our group that, guys, we're going to reset. And I think we have the best time there, because our faculty, they join with us. So here what I think is that in a lot of schools, you have that, okay, he's a faculty or she's a teacher, that way. But this way, connecting with them off campus, like all of us, when we sit at a cafe or something, we learn different things in kind of their experience and other stuff. And like very small things. For example, what our batch has started is that we have these subjects for a very small credit. Like we have them for 30 hours to 30 to 40 hours. So at the end of every class or the course, it's a very small gesture that we could cut cakes for every faculty that comes and teaches us.
Oh, that's nice.
So for a third person, they would be like, yeah, just a cake. But for us, it's a big emotion. And I think, we love how we want to give back to our teachers here as well, because at the end of the day, just like we were talking about ESG, that we have to give back to the world. But I think we should also start small, like giving back in small gestures to our teachers or anybody around us.
And we surely remember so this was for process mapping, I guess, where we just changed a little. Instead of cutting a cake, we gifted our ma'am to just a small gift. And I know the emotions that came up in her eyes was totally different. She was so thankful about it, and she even messaged in our group that this was the best I think I have ever received, and my daughter is so happy. So I think yes, that was, I think, something which we still remember. And this is again a motivation to for us to do something about and be thankful towards what we are getting.
Nice.
And adding to their point, I would say that here we don't have that traditional faculty and student relationship. We have a very evolved kind of a relationship that we can discuss whatever issues we have. We can chill with them also. And when it comes to studies, we are extremely disciplined. We are extremely studious, serious. But when it comes to chilling, vibing, we can do that also. So that is something that I have not experienced anywhere. So I've not seen anywhere. So that is something very exciting and nice.
Nice.
So we have partied up until 2, 3 in the morning.
And still come to class
And
the
we
next
have
day.
attended class
You
at
come
10.
to class the next day, yeah.
And the faculty which was present there has also taken class at 10. So we make sure that if we are studying, we are doing it with all our hearts, and if we are partying and if we are having fun, that's equally done. So
No,
the
I think
equal weightage is given to both of them. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really nice because, if you get some time off, you're better able to focus on your studies
Yes.
rather than just studies, by which time you're like just overwrought and, so to kind of end this session, I don't know if anyone has told you, but one of the most valuable things you all will take away from any postgraduate program is your network. 10, 15 years later, your network is going to be rock solid with, maybe I don't know if you have much interaction with your seniors, but you guys as well, right? So keeping that in mind, what's your you did mention reset, but what other like sort of personal memories or incidents or I don't know, a friendship, what are you all taking away, each one of you, from the institute? I'm fast
think-
forwarding a little
Very
bit.
beginning,
I
I
think-
guess freshers was one of the most memorable night for every one of us.
Yeah, how was it? Tell me about it. Like what was it like?
We had lots of games planned for us, multiple sort of
Like
rounds in which
icebreakers, right?
we have like ping pong and couple dance and all paper dance rather. And we have multiple games. We enjoyed, we danced whole night, had fun. So that was the time where everyone connected with each other. During the normal days, like even for different subjects, we have to work in groups. So we make sure we all have different groups, so we are in touch with, we are connected with everyone. But especially during the parties, we make sure that we include everyone. There is no groupism, any sort of groupism rather. So it's fun, and everyone is, everyone know each other. Everyone is just dancing with each other, having fun. So it's one of the best part where you don't feel like, oh, I don't talk to her, I won't dance with her. It's like we are all one, we are all together, we are batchmates. So that's the best thing about our batch.
Nice.
And also for our batch, we have had a lot of opportunities, events where we could, huddle up, we could interact with each other. We have gone to a factory visit, we have gone to Nimrana campus in Rajasthan. So we had a like 2-3 day detour there also. So then we went to a trip and we do these BYOBs, and so we, as a batch, we have lot of things that we have done, and other batches are quite envious of us. So yeah.
So good memories.
Adding
Yeah.
to
So
this, we have also created a unofficial page like a GRMI, where we post random things. We do clips from the parties or from the class, or the tension before the exams and everybody's panicking and everything. It's a very unofficial page where we don't use any filters there. It is what it
I
is.
think you should look it up on Instagram. We can share with you.
What is it called?
The handle is called Life at GRMI. Just Life at GRMI.
Okay. I think maybe that's what he's calling the series as well, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
He is. Right.
And just to add on, I think we've celebrated every festival here together, from Ganesh Chaturthi. See, I've never celebrated it. I didn't know it was such a big festival back. I think
It's
in
very big in Maharashtra as well.
So we have so I have a lot of friends from Maharashtra, and they made this thing happen. So we've celebrated that. We've done Diwali here. We've done Republic Days and Independence Day here. And I think, and you know what? I'll tell you this one thing. So so we were supposed to be here by, let's say, by 9 or 10. Everybody was supposed to be here because everybody has to celebrate together. But it was a Sunday, and we understand it's a big day and everything, but it was a Sunday. Everybody needed that little sleep. So I came late with a few friends, and we thought, kya hi hoga, like that way everybody can come late or whatever. And then just then I got to know that if all those who were late, they have to do extra assignments, right? So I was like, you cannot mess up also. Like, a lot of times you think that, okay, let's just like slip away or something. But that's also not a thing that you can, So a lot of times you have to be very
Fun
careful.
is also taken very seriously.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we're only talking about the fun part, but things that are serious are also taken very seriously.
I think, what Shubhashish mentioned is that your curriculum, what is included, the course details are out there. They're already out there. But obviously, the kind of things that we spoke about are not there in writing or on any website or whatever. So that's the kind of insight he was hoping that you all provide, that what life is actually at, like your page, life at GRMI, right? So do you guys have anything else to add apart from...
Yes.
Yeah,
So I'll tell you of the life which was before we actually made life at GRMI.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this very senior professor, is Professor Leen Pape, and he came from Netherlands to teach us corporate governance. It was a 5-day subject. So 5 days we used to have classes, 4 days classes and 5 hours daily. So it was a 20-hour subject. So once it was over, it was his 4th day. We took him on a Delhi tour. So we took him out. We took him to Humayun's tomb, Delhi Heart, and then finally we went for dinner at there's this very famous place in Connaught Place, Delhi, which is Sarvana Bhavan. They serve very nice South Indian food. So yeah, I thought that would be the only thing he would actually relish because it will have less spice in it. We took him there. He loved it. Now, when we were coming back to Gurgaon, because he was staying in Gurgaon, I think 200-300 meters away from our campus. So when we were coming back, it was almost 9:30. So he was like, I think I'm not able to connect with your batch. Am I doing something wrong? Because I see sometimes you guys deviate. I know it's a long class of 5 hours. So what should I do? So we suggested him something. Sir, yeah, you're right. When it's a 5-hour class and we are not allowed to move, there's a certain amount of education which we can grasp. You are teaching, you're very passionate about it, but we have a threshold. So by that 5th hour, that threshold exceeds. So he's like, what should we do? So we're like, you can actually make us listen to some good Punjabi music. So he actually took his phone, opened Spotify, made me add 3 or 4 songs on Spotify. Next morning he came, the first thing he did was he played Diljit Dosanjh in class.
Alright.
Everyone was dancing. He was dancing. We still have pictures of that. We still have memories of that. I think that was one of the best days.
I think he also danced on
Foreign
Kala
faculty
Chashma, right?
dancing on Punjabi music.
He also danced on Kala Chashma with the
Yes.
shades
With
on.
actually, he put shades on and he was dancing on Kala Chashma.
He was a sport. He was absolute
Yeah.
sport.
And he would have been around 78 or 79. But he was full of life. He was so active and he was such a nice person. Yeah, that was one of the most amazing 5 days of the GRMI journey.
Yeah, I can't imagine, but that sounds like super fun. I mean,
It was.
If you have a sporting professor. Okay, so I guess I got an idea, and on this visual of elderly Gora dancing on Kala Chashma at the end of a 5-day intensive session, right? I think that's a good visual to leave everyone with. That okay, there's fun and games, but you're also studying, and you had international faculty there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was nice chatting with all of y'all. And have a great weekend and all the very best.
Thank you. It was lovely
Thank you.
to. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.